What's the matter, you? Hey, what do you gotta say? Hey! How's everybody doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Peacock, hope you're doing well. If you're not subscribed, becoming a family member with us, that'd be sweet. Sign up, y'all. Become part of the fam. If you'd like to support the channel, it's CashApp, capital A-M-Y, capital L-E-E, capital A, capital L. It's even Mona Lisa, gmail.com for PayPal. I would also like to say, this is the cookie jar. Is that upside down? The cookie jar. And that's for our family, which we will have donations to as well. So that if you have flat tire, you got to get some medication, you can't, your kid's tooth is pulled, you ain't got no change, we got you. I can't ask you to support me if I don't support you. You know what I say, vis-a-vis. Alright, so I just had a big thing already today, but if you're just getting this video and you're not one of my people, then you don't know that. Okay, welcome. Oh, please like in the beginning of this. I know. I hate it too. So, today's song I would like to suggest is Flowers on the Wall. Flowers on the Wall by the Statler Brothers. It was about 1966. Girl, no, y'all street. I think I want to say 1966, and I'm going to stick with that answer for right now. Counting flowers on the wall, that don't bother me at all. Playing solitaire till dawn on a deck of 51. Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. They don't tell me I've nothing to do. That song. Remember that was in Pulp Fiction when that dude was walking past and Willis is in the car, he's like, counting flowers on the wall, that don't bother me at all. And then that dude walked by like, next thing you know, Zeke's involved with it, it's all out, hey, yo. Also, news to use. Where's my news to use? It's a news to use. Anyway, while I was on my little break trying to upload a video, I happened to notice on the LA News that there's a big hullabaloo about, doggone it, why can I not remember people's names? I think of Mathew, I want to say Broderick. Mathew Broderick. And then I'm like, no, what about that other Mathew did? Real nice hayseed did. Nice redneck boy. Alright, Mathew. It's going to be everywhere right now. Perry. Mathew Perry. Okay, so there's a big deal about Mathew Perry right now. Everybody realized, oh my gosh. He was spending he gave somebody $55,000 to get him more fentanyl. Ketamine. Here's the thing with ketamine. It is legal, and you can get it. And when as somebody, at this time, I was drinking and all that jazz when that happened with him. And I would have done anything to quit drinking. When I saw that he died of ketamine, and that he had a prescription for ketamine, I looked it up. I signed up. I was going to pay for it. It's really expensive. It's like $160 a week. It's crazy. They'll send it to you. Yeah, you could get it, but it's crazy. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Turns out this doctor who actually killed somebody else. Go figure. Well, I don't know, Mom. Anyway, he's up for charges. These two bozos were sent. So the live-in assistant of Mathew Perry and this doctor were like making deals and talking about, let's see how much we can get this idiot to spend. Stuff like that. So they're both going down. Way to go. Man, it really blows too. When something like that happens, I hate it because I don't want to say hate. If I say hate, my mother will faint, my father will fall in a bucket of paint. It's true. I do it with hate and hate. Yes, I could do that because I want to. Anyway, I don't know why I just did a crazy clown situation just now, so a million apologies. But anyway, he was like, I don't want to be remembered for friends, to show friends. I want to be remembered for helping people. Wow, what a bummer. I don't like it. I feel bad for his legacy because he really didn't want that, you know. Anyway, my other news to use is, go figure, stupid Murdock case, there's jury tampering. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Anyway, let's get to it. Like I said, who cares? Alright, medical terminology today. Choroid mini nucleus. Carry on my wayward child. Now that was on Carry on my wayward child. There'll be days when you are gone. I don't know the words today. I'm gonna talk right now. Yeah! Alright, it's time for the deets. Hey, hey, hey! If you know what I'm saying, it's the deets. Sorry, Klaus! Anyway, I'm gonna talk about Frankie Rzucek Jr. Hey, Junior. I don't know about you, but this guy's a disco snack. I think he's 40. He's got the most beautiful eyes. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna start by saying, I'm a goofball, yes I am, but I'm bringing this to you the only way I can, and it's Goofy Styles, because otherwise I'll just cry. I'll just cry, honey, and then I'll get real mad, and then I'll have to drag a bitch. Oh, by the way, I want to drag a beat. I think we're going to do it maybe on my birthday. We got 2 channels so far. We'll set it up. We'll set up a time. I'm going to download software. Already started. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. I just needed a little bit of something to make me go, because you know me, I don't do for me. I do for the people. No, I do for the kids is really what I really believe that I never do stuff for myself because I don't. But if I see somebody else needing help, I'll do it. So the fact that those channels exist really. So basically what I'm saying is I'm bringing this respectfully. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I really do have to joke with it or else I just won't be right. I won't be right. All right. So this is Frankie Rzucek's. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Am I saying this wrong? So I'm just going to say Frankie Jr. I just did one on Big Frank. I'm going to do one on the Junior. His interview. This interview I got from View Crime. So, I feel like that is incorrect. I feel like that is not the complete name. View Crime. No? View Crime. Okay. Alright. Now, Frankie Jr. is Shannan's little brother. They're only a few years apart, like me and my brother. My brother and I are like 3.5 years apart. He suffers from depression already. He's very depressed. He doesn't know why. And he really loved spending time with his sister, especially Bella. When Bella was born, he said it was like nothing he's ever experienced. He loved it so much. He said he's tried to have children for years and he thinks there's something wrong with him. And all he had was Bella and Cece. All his ex-girlfriends have babies now. He suffers with depression. About 50 people in his inner circle, which is a lot, died. He's got a funeral for it before this happens. He says every girlfriend he's ever had can't believe the things that he's gone through and how sad he is because it's unbelievable. I think about Frankie Jr. a lot. He said, no one's going to hurt my little sister, I don't care. Or my big sister, I don't care. He said they were on the bus and a group of kids had these pins and they were sticking Shannan with them. He said, I got up, hit me in the head real hard and kicked the crap out of me. Nobody stopped them. Not even the bus driver. And to this day, I have neck problems. If I had any idea that Chris was going to go out and do this, I have no problem stepping up to him. Basically, that's what he said. He's like, oh my gosh. Now remember, his dad had an interview, and he said there's no way my daughter wouldn't fight. She's got legs on her. Like I said, I think she kicked her brother in the nuts like 1,000 times. Maybe that's why, oh God, okay, I'm not doing that. I'm used to talking about people that are alive messing with nuts, you know? Like how Ed K likes butt sex, you know what I'm saying? I put my tea skis in here because I was just like, I'll look over and Groove will be drinking my tea. He ate my watermelon and drank my tea. It's like the real Groove is here. And then he threw up. So it is like the real Groove is here. All right. So, Frankie says he's the only Rzucek left. It sucks. He said he knows another guy, but he's like in New York. Like Buffalo, New York. And they're not really related. He found him. He looked him up on Facebook or something. He said he secludes himself because of his depression. He wanted to go. It was really important to him to spend time with the kids. He wished he spent more time with the kids. He said that he wanted to call her up and be like, hey, let's go take the kids trick-or-treating, and I want to walk with them on my shoulders, and he said Cece and Bella would screaming like they would never see their mom again. Like they would never see him again. Or like he would never see them again. Last time he saw the girls. And Frank Sr.'s, he was like, you know, it was really weird how he was, but he was a weird guy, so like nobody really thought much of it. In Junior's interview, he says, you know, I couldn't stay, I had to work. The kids ran up and saw me and screamed like they'll never see me again. They're so happy to see me and stuff. And he said, and Bella kept saying, wait a minute, what'd she say? She said something real silly. I wrote it down. It said she was talking in a dark voice. I'll tell it to you when I find it. I love those little girls so much. Just is such a shame, you know? It really sucks. I didn't realize how much Frankie Jr. stuff I have here. Holy crappy-oly. It's like 7 pages. All right, I better get to it. Anyway, she was saying like something. It's right. Oh, yeah. He said that also, like, Shannan couldn't leave and that they'd scream like that for her. And that Chris was there. This was like all at the beach, like the week before it all went down. And he said, hey, Chris, looks like you're chopped liver, like something like that. And he was like, yeah, I know, right? You know, but the dad said that, you know, Shannan kind of cracked the whip. So Chris was kind of like the savior, the one that came in and said, oh, don't do that to them. And I'll tell you what, that's awful, because you cannot have that dynamic. You need to be on the same page. You're telling your kids that if you don't get the right answer at column A, you go over to column B. It has nothing to do with mom, dad, this and that. It has to do with authority, is what it has to do with. I learned that the hard way. My mom was really hard, cruel person, and my dad was more laid back, so I would rather deal with my father than my mother by many means. And I'm not saying that, I'm saying that in my life, not their life, mine. Capiche? Okay. So, so the last time he saw Shannan, he brought her soup because she didn't feel good. Oh no, he said that they were all out to eat. And there was only a little bit of food left on, like, the common area. Like, he could tell that his sister was hungry and stuff, but she wasn't taking the last piece. And he said Chris was just over there, like, eating like he was, like, going to the lecture chair, basically. I gotta kill something. Hold on a second here. swear these fly speaking words. I will get you. You will die. You got it. Got it. Let the bodies hit the floor. So anyway, he said everybody was eating at the table and la la, but you could tell Shannan was hungry. She didn't want to take the last part. Chris did not care, kept eating, taking more, this and that. And he said, well, take it, please take it, you know, to his sister. She was like, no. He said he took it and then gave her a little bit because she wouldn't take it. I just caught that fly. You know I did it. You know I did it. These two things were not, this right here. These two right here. It's a redneck situation. You got yourself in, I'm going to catch every fly. Boop, boop, boop. You know how they do with the chopsticks? I don't need no chopsticks. All right. I could never see him doing anything like this. This is Frankie talking. I could never see him doing anything like this. I never saw him smack her. Never yell, never curse, never nothing. He was just like the perfect guy, you know? He was thanking God for him. He said he was crying like a baby at the wedding, thanking God for him. Like on the speaker, like doing a speech and crying, thanking God for him. Keep in mind, at this wedding, Chris is mad and angry. His entire family isn't there. Not just his parents, okay? Everybody on his side. That's what his mother did. She'd say, well, I don't know if you guys are going to go, but I'm not going to go. So nobody went. Nobody went. Do you know how much goes into having a wedding? And if half of the wedding, all your guests decides never mind at the last minute, you've already got the venue, you've already signed the documents, you've already spent the money, you put down a deposit, you bought extra, this and that, because you have this many people. Now, all of a sudden, they're not showing up. Yeah, they wouldn't put any pressure on a new marriage at all. What? Man. So, that night, after they ate dinner at this chicken place, I feel like it was called Slapjacks. That's what it's called. It's not Jack in the Box. It was something stupid like Captain Riddles. Spaghetti street, I don't know what it's called. Chicken market, I don't know. But Shannan got real sick, and she couldn't really move too much, and he didn't check on her once. Chris didn't check on her not once. Her brother checked on her like 3 or 4 times. I was also wondering, do you think that Chris put those oxys in her shakes? In the powder. If you had oxys, you could grind them into a fine powder. Anybody who's ever done some nose candy knows that. That's the first thing they'll think of when they see a pill. Like, oh, well, that'll work better, you know. So, I'm not saying they did any nose candy, but I'm saying, I'm sure, with all these shakes she's throwing in his face all the time, and he's resentful because he's like, I don't want your shakes, I don't want your cameras, I don't want to do this, I don't want to be just a laundry guy, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't eat green eggs and ham, I don't, Sam, I am, and instead I'll kill you and put you in some batters, but that's just me, I don't know. So I'm wondering, like, did he grind those up and put it in the shake mix? Because he doesn't care. He knows his mother and sister and dad are not having any of those shakes, he knows that. We all know that. He also knows that his mom and dad and brother are on board, honey. They are on board. By the way, Frankie Jr. lives with the mom and dad, just so you know. So if he did put oxys in those shakes she was drinking, that she thinks she's getting vitamins and minerals, and it's going to make you sick, especially when you have a beautiful 15-week-old child growing inside your body. Yes, it does make you sick. What the hell is wrong with him? I can't. I would also like to suggest the Mommy Rambling blog. It has good body cam footage on it. And that's the one where she'll put up questions like, notice this glove right here. Or like, do you see Chris pacing and staring, looking for things that are obviously used for crime? Frankie said that little Junior, I keep thinking he's little, but he's not. He's a grown man. He has a beard. Anyway, I think that I keep calling him little because he just reminds me of my little brother. But then at the same time, he reminds me of my son. He just is like that every guy. He's like a good man. I feel bad, man. He said people are so nice to him that he doesn't deserve it. I don't feel worthy. That's depression. I don't feel worthy. People are giving me money, saying they love me, telling me they're so sorry. I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy. You can't sleep. He's like, I haven't been able to sleep for years. He's like, look at my eyes. Now, this was only like right when they found out. It was a day of Chris's confession, is this interview. Have you ever seen the picture of his eyes, like just like bags underneath his eyes at that trial? And when he wasn't holding his dad real tight, he was giving the stink eye over to good old Chrissy. Chrissy likes to do butt sex every night. It ain't like you think, 'cause you get it. Never mind. All right, so, she didn't say anything not about him. So, she didn't say anything bad about Chris. The whole time she was there, 3 weeks in North Carolina? But she did stay with his parents for like a week until they messed that up. And then his parents blocked everybody because Cece's birthday is only in a couple days. But way to go. That's really smart. Even Aunt Jamie, yeah, she did too. Way to go. They blocked everybody when it turned out that Shannan was missing. I mean, why wouldn't they? It's only their grandkids. Wouldn't want to have open communication. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. That's bothersome to me. Okay, so little Junior moved in with them for 47 days when Bella was born. He went to go help out. He said, take care of me like a mom, and that she would. He said, my sister takes care of me better than my mom. She's the most caring person on the planet. He wanted to go to the beach that day, but he had to work. He actually, when he left the day on the 47th day, he said he turned back around because he couldn't leave his sister and Bella, and he was back in 20 minutes. This was all before he was diagnosed with depression. He said the way they found out that his sister and Bella and Cece and Nico were murdered was on the news. He and his mom were on the phones, texting, calling, Facebooking. He heard his dad scream on the back porch. He heard the news. And that's how they found out. There was Dad crying. The words he heard was, husband admits to murdering mother and children. He's devastated. A lot of families calling. A woman called. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't recognize your voice. Who is this? She goes, it's Carol. He goes, oh, yeah, Carol, blah, 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 blah. He talks to her for like 20 minutes. And she goes, he goes, wait a minute. This is Carol, right? She goes, oh, no, I'm Carol so-and-so from X and X and Y News. He's like, wait a minute, are you going to print everything I just said when you know I thought you were my Aunt Carol? She goes, well, you have to sign a paper. He's like, ah, what? What kind of an animal? I don't care, girl, if you need to get some kind of a front page news situation, shame on you. Shame on you. And you know what? That'll come back 3 times fold. You're going to be real sorry you did that if you're not already. It's been 6 years. I can't imagine. I can't. He said he felt bad for Chris's parents because people were going to their jobs and harassing them. He said he's the only Rzucek. Once his parents die, he has no grandparents, no cousins, no nothing. He can't have children. Now his sister and those children are gone. He got nothing. He said, I got nothing. He's a very depressed man. I got nothing. Living in his parents' house. I got nothing. Girlfriends, having babies, but not you. I got nothing. As far as I know, I still feel bad for the guy. We loved the guy. He's my brother. He was a yes man. He was obsessed with my sister. He was in love with my sister. He said once when he was living with them, his sister found a pistachio, and it was like a bag of pistachios, but it was like real high, but she found like one somewhere, and she like bawled them out. So it's not even like when she had a conversation, which I'm sure she was a lot nicer to Chris's mom. So she's very protective. He said that one of the nights they did all sleep together in the same room. But the last night when she was really sick, she was on the couch and he went to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to be with them at the beach, but he had to work. So he feels really bad. He said as soon as they found out they had Bella, that the Bella was born, the whole family flew out from North Carolina to Colorado. And like he said, I feel bad for Chris's family. I mean, people are harassing them at their jobs. They're going to lose their jobs. You know, like people are calling them and Facebook and blah, 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 and all the harassment. People are awful. I mean, what an empathetic young man who's got nothing. He's not thinking of himself. He said mom did the string test because, you know, they're crazy Italians. He's like, we all did the string test too. Even the Polacks, we all did it. We all did it together. The Polacks and the Italians, and we all just got together and did the string test. It's accurate. He said that they knew that it was a boy and they were all freaking out and they couldn't wait. But because of what happened with, you know, stuff with the mom, they had to cancel the reveal. So, man. He told Jamie, he goes, I'm just sorry for everybody. I felt terrible. But he was very excited. He was very, very excited when he found out that they were having a boy, because he goes, you know, I love my nieces. He's like, but a boy, you know, you can do boy things like play football and go fishing and stuff. Told Jamie, just ignore it. People talk crap. We all love Chris. We're still family. How long was it till she blocked them? Maybe he attacked her on the couch. In between all these things and the questions, in the meantime, Junior's apologizing and apologizing and apologizing for yelling at the police when he got to the scene. Sorry, man. I was just upset. I didn't mean to. You guys do a good job, man. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that. Please forgive me. If I just didn't know what we... No, I was really upset at, like, one of those things. I got nothing. He has spinal stenosis just like she does. He says he sees that day like a film. I bet he sees it like a Shutter film. That's how I see things, too. And the irony is... try to stop saying that. my wedding video, I had them specifically do it in sepia, which is like in between black and white, a little yellow, and shutter film. I had like a whole section of us dancing to the bagpipers and the polka band. The priests, 2 priests, 4 deacons, 225 people. It was beautiful. He said they'd have to strangle her because they wouldn't have had a chance. He said he didn't know AK was there at all. Nobody knew about AK yet. Oh, God. Can you imagine being in that house? They all lived together. Frank Jr., Sandy. One house. They find out about NK. Bunch of slam doors in. Like, dear God, I hope he doesn't drink. Oh, I hope none of them do. I hope no one does. No one. If you think you're gonna drink, send me an email. We'll talk about it. I'll talk you right out of it, and I'll show you how to stop. Okay. Okay. So he said when they went missing, nobody's talking. Nobody knew why they went missing. He said their family. They became our family. People don't know him like I do. I had a girlfriend bite me in the arm. I still got the scar. I wouldn't strangle her. They say Ronnie's a good dude. Ronnie's Chris's dad. Ronnie's a good dude. He said, I swear to God, please take away those faces. I can't get those faces out of my head. I can't get the girls and my sister's faces out of my head. He hopes that that he gets the justice deserved. He said that because they put him in jail right away. He goes, I'll pay for the bail. I'd pull up my house. Let him out. Come on. Come on, really. I'll pay for it. I got this. I'll be calling Tom, Nick, Harry, George, Sander. Yo, I got to get this guy out. Or get him out. I got to have a little talk with him. Are you serious? He does say the sister's name, her Facebook name, but I looked it up. It's not there anymore. So I'm not going to bother saying it. I don't care about those people. Yeah. He said my sister took me to senior prom because I didn't have anybody to go with. He said Bella wouldn't let me go at the beach. Here it is. Oh, God. I need to get tissues before I do a Bella voice. Hold on a second. It's going to be... Oh, if you don't laugh, you cry. You know, I just honestly, I cannot. Of course, honestly. See, I've been hearing these videos. Everybody says honestly. I'm always honest, so I don't know why I'd say that. Sorry, guys. Sorry, people. Hold on. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. What the heck? Like, really? I don't care how much butt sex you have. You just don't do this. Seriously. I hope he does get butt sex for the rest of his life, if you know what I mean. Oh my gosh. I just realized. Okay. Okay, all right. Yeah, Chris, butt it up. Have a good time. He's pretty. He's pretty. He's got a pretty mouth. Come on, everybody, in that penny. Get to it. Man, if I was in that family, I might just get a job as a CEO. You know? I don't know. I think I'd have to. I don't think I could be cool, man. But then again, I mean, really, it wouldn't do you any good to do that. I mean, it might feel good for like 5 minutes, but then you're eating like bologna sandwiches that smell like butt for like 70 years. So who cares? I mean, it's not like you enjoy butt like Chris does, so don't bother. He said, I ain't scared of nobody. So leave my sister alone. They donated all the bears and toys in the front to St. Jude's. He said he wants to go to the house so bad. Chris was so awkward. At the wedding, they made him do a Magic Mike dance. So that means that Chris Watts had to memorize a dance. And you know she took him to dance classes. You know she did. She had her dad do a dance too that was real in and they like one like a real cool one, cute one. Like I've seen lots of the videos of this, but I don't see the video of that video. If I were them, I'd want to keep it to myself. I wouldn't want like my channel, this channel, that channel, that channel. You know what I mean? So I'm glad. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that they kept that to themselves. When I did see a picture of her and dad like this, and I'm like, oh, they're doing that dance. So she made him do a Magic Mike dance. He's like, he was so awkward. But he did it for my sister because he loves her. So we all love him for that. Because who would do that dumb dance? He's like, I would never do that dance. Can you imagine how mechanical that dance was? I wonder if they did it to wow, 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 wow. And he's like seeing visions of butts dancing in his head. Oh, he said, before Chris, my sister was wealthy. She had made $500,000 a year when she was 27 and a half years old. You hear groove? Okay, I'm coming. Sorry. So many interruptions. It's a groove break. Hold on. I'm coming. Sorry, groovers. I got Mama's coming. And then Mama loved the baby. Come on in, groovers. Come on in, kid. Move your ass, seriously. I got shit to do. Alright, thank you. Shannan? Okay. Love you. Mommy, love you. Where you been? I've been calling for you. Alright. You see, I gotta move in here real slick now so I don't knock on my jazz. I really do see somebody's taking him in their house because I will yell for him and he doesn't come. I stole my neighbor's dog. Dude, I was so lonely. You don't even know. I hear that dog out there just barking and barking and barking. And he'd yell out the window, shut up! I'm like, I was drinking. I was a little sauced. I was in the bag. I'm like, I went over, undid the chain, took him in the house, played with him on my bed for like 20 minutes and took him back. Went and knocked on the door and I said, hey, can I take your dog with me to my house for a little bit? He goes, no. And I go, oh, okay. Anyway.